Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to part 16 of Rags to Riches Toddler Edition, and if you are returning, welcome back. In this part, I'm going to see whether we can maybe try and have a play date because we are in our new place and it is furnished, so we could probably try and invite some people over. And I even put the slide in. If you watch the build, you will see that. And here I'm going to show I made some changes since the build already. Here's a shot of the before in the kitchen, and here's a shot of how it looks now. I did a couple things. I changed the wall coloring. There was some green wall that was just basically in the place, and I changed that all to blue, and everything else in terms of wall coloring stayed the same. So Roxanne is now enjoying her new place. She is dancing up a storm in her kitchen because I had put the radio over the door there, so that's why she's standing there. Let's go take a look at build mode and see what the value of our penthouse is, because I said my goal was 50,000 simoleons, and it is 57,685. At the moment, that might actually go down in terms of depreciation because I think possibly you lose some right away, but then it can continue to go down. But her money she has left is a little bit lower than it was after the build because of all the decor I put in the kitchen, essentially, and at the door. That cost a little bit more, essentially. I also moved the table, so it was over there, so they had a big space. So if I ever want to, I can either put an island or a bar there, but I don't know what I want for her, so I just left it empty still for now. So I think what I'm going to do is I need to go take Roxanne and the toddlers. Let's check their needs. That would be a good thing to know. They're pretty good, at least Al's are, and so are Vicki's. She kind of has to go to the potty, so maybe I'll let them go to the potty and do that, and then I will take them to some of the other Sims. So it looks like we have Jay Huntington III wanting to come and work out, but we're about to go out, so we will ignore that for now. And if you watched my build, I had thrown the kids outside at the after I built it. I had them go out here to use the dollhouse because as soon as we got here, Al started making a mess right here, which I of course had to have Roxanne clean so that I could take some screenshots. So it's clean, at least at the moment. So I will have them look after their potty needs and then take them to essentially we just have to pop into a few people so we can meet some of the toddlers. It is the only way to meet the toddlers, and then we'll have a play date. Whether we do that actually today or if maybe we'll play through the night and then have it in the morning kind of thing, I'm not really sure. It depends on what shape they're in after meeting all the toddlers, which we'll meet them with them. But I'll cut out all the loading screens. So we're here at Medina Studios. This was the place I was actually thinking of coming to move into when I moved into the smaller place, and I decided instead to move into the other smaller apartment so that they could hopefully move to a penthouse quicker. And then she's at 83,561 of the 200,000 for the fabulously wealthy in terms of what she's earned. I don't know where she is on the friend of the world. Oh, she's almost done. So we will stop that one and leave her where she is and come and introduce ourselves to the toddlers. And maybe we should see, I don't know if the toddlers can talk to stranger. And how about Vicki, you come over here and talk to Frankie. So he's a genius, a dance machine, and neat. And all I did when I was, don't make a mess. She's my mess maker, though I guess it was actually Al who made the mess in the first place. So we are in the same neighborhood. So this was a good place. He might have come over when we had, if they end up, oh, Anika is clingy. I'm pretty sure that all I did was, I took some of the Sims that were in the world and I added them with the manage worlds option. Cheerful introduction. We got a full wall and completed lots of whims across, 100 whims across our Sims, and she is tense. Oh, why is she tense? So that seems like a toddler thing. Crying toddler. So she's oh, you're okay. Well, we can teach her things. I think we've already done enough. Comfort. Can we comfort her? Will that work? Because it's not like we're... Oh, look at that! I missed... Well, I didn't quite miss it, but I kind of missed it. I just caught it out of the corner of my eyes. Talk about art. Oh, that's so cute. She was like giving him a hug. And I don't think he was pushing her away either. Let's talk to share the love with Anika. Maybe Anika doesn't like the... Well, she is clingy. That's probably why. Oh, and why Al is sad. Stranger danger. Talk to stranger. We're essentially just trying to meet some people is all we're doing. And you know what? Why don't you try and talk to... Are you going away? Share the love. Is he? I hope he doesn't have a big fire. You know what I'm going to do with Roxanne? Of course, she actually has a lot more points now. I guess because she's done a lot with the Fabulously Wealthy. I am going to have her do the always welcome. Because, you know, at this point, it's not that we have an issue with... We have money. So I think if we help ourselves at people's places, that's okay. So why don't you go resume your franks and beans so that there's food for everybody to eat, and then no one will care because we have the welcome trait, which I'm only doing. So have you actually talked? Who have you talked to? That talk to stranger, share the love is still there, and you haven't actually done it with their, I assume this is their father, Brian Mast. Frankie Mast. I did add these to the world a while ago, I have to say. So can we share the love? Okay, can you actually go do something like I asked you to do, Vicki? I asked you to share the love with the two people you don't know yet. I wonder what their needs are. What's he doing? He doesn't look like his movement skill is the greatest. Oh, we haven't talked to him as a stranger. We did talk to her. But still, she's still a stranger. And talk about party. Well, there's the franks and beans, and they are excellent. Oh, she's playing in the... I didn't really do much to change this place, because when I added all the toddlers, I also made them toddler friendly by adding toddler beds and like potty chairs and toddler things. But in this particular place, I always knock out these walls just so that it's more open to the living room and you don't have to go all the way around to go in here. I've had my Sims live in this apartment quite a lot because I really like it. So have we met everybody? That's the question. It's pretty slow. Talk to stranger. Have you talked? You're kind of still strangers. Hopefully it's just Roxanne who needs to know them. And then we can... Brighten Day, do we know... We're not friends with him, but we're pretty good. He's going to go play with the dollhouse. It's ghost night at the bar. I think we're not going to go to the bar, thank you. So it's taken us a long time. How are you doing, Vicki? You still share the love. You didn't do it. You didn't do what I asked you to do. Where is the doll? It's in that room. This is a nice big apartment because it has this large bedroom here, this small bedroom here, and then another large bedroom there. Usually if I'm living here, I turn this into another bathroom so that there's two bathrooms in the place. And who are... I assume you live here? Why don't you go introduce yourself to Avani Chandran. I don't really know whose parents are who. I don't know how to figure that out. Oops. She's going to the potty. She's going in her diaper. Can we I think it's time for us to go. But let's just introduce ourselves to the other caregiver. I'm assuming she's a caregiver. And then we will head over to meet one more family. I have lots, actually. Oh my goodness, and there's another person. I thought there was only... So there's two masks, and I don't know who that person is. Maybe she doesn't live here. I'm a bit confused. Oh, she hates children. Not ideal. I kind of wonder if she doesn't live here. Because I only noticed two adults in the house when I was coming for the visit that I was coming for. So, have we met him? No, we haven't. But I don't think we need to actually know the caregivers because they come automatically when you have a toddler party. Have you? You have now. Okay, discuss interests. And Brighton Day. Do we know his traits? He's good, outgoing, and a slob. He's a neighbor. She's not a neighbor, so she obviously doesn't live here. And he's a neighbor too. So these two are the ones who live here, and she's just come wandering in off the streets. Why, I don't know, since she doesn't like kids. But we're going to go head over to another place, assuming that our toddlers are okay. They're a little hungry. And a little tired. I kind of wanted to meet one more. Only the main one who's tired is Vicki, so we'll maybe have her nap when we get to another place. Oh, can she just grab... Can she grab something? Well, can she grab something to eat? Because she's not probably got... I don't know whether toddlers can eat at other people's houses. Anyways, I will go on to the next place. So I decided to travel to the Jangs, and it looks like Bako is trying to comfort poor... And now he's not very happy about that. He's tired. Okay. Just nap on the ground. Oh, there she is. She had gone downstairs, and I'm like, okay. So we need to come in, knock on door, because I'm pretty sure that's the side that the Jangs live on, is over here. Oh, look at that. Of course, I had asked her to comfort poor little Al. But Bach there, because I gave them a little toddler. Look at that. Cutie. Kieran, friendly introduction. Do we know? We're not really, we don't know. We've met Anaya, but we're not very good friends. But they only have a 2-bedroom apartment, so I had to put the bedroom in here. There is an extra room, but I decided not to, see, and he's really tired. So can you nap? Where is he? I don't think we're going to stay here very long, because the main thing was to try and get Roxanne to meet a couple of toddlers. So we have met Kieran. We're not friends with Kieran yet. It would be nice to be friends, but I highly doubt that we need to be friends. We're not friends with Anaya. And they're all local. They're our neighbors, because they're in our neighborhood. Let's do a cheerful introduction to Billy. And, oh... Kieran is a charmer. Oh, look at that. He's so nice. He's family oriented. And we know him, but we're not particularly big friends with him. I don't know what he's doing with little Al. Is he putting him to bed? Into their bed? It looks like he is. Oh, that's very kind. She's got to go to the bathroom, and she's got to go, because she got to go to the bathroom, and Roxanne has got to go to the bathroom and is exhausted. I think we've have to call it quits for today, take them home, get them all to bed, and hopefully we can have a play date with the toddlers we have met, because we also do know the Beta's children, so I think we have enough toddlers to try and do a play date. So I will get them home, looked after, and into bed, and we'll be back in the morning, unless something happens overnight. Here's a couple of cute shots of both Vicki and Al individually at different times eating at the table over there. They had their chairs that are pulled aside. It shows how they went and sat on them and ate. I thought it was really cute. And as I said, it's morning. Roxanne is the first one up. I have her making some food. She had already eaten because she was hungry, and then once she finished eating, I had her make some pasta primavera, because when I was emptying out her personal inventory, I missed some of the food and it didn't make it into the fridge, so I thought I would make some more to make sure we have enough in there for when everybody is hungry. And that means she now has reached to level 3 of the gourmet cooking skill. And she is going to clean out the garbage. Let's just double check first. I don't know whether we'll have a welcome wagon because we're new to the neighborhood, or whether we won't. Though we're maybe not new to the neighborhood because we've already lived here possibly before. I can't remember actually if this was where they lived. I think they were in the fashion district, and this is the arts district, so this is not where they've lived. So we're going to put that in her inventory, because I think because I brought it with us, it's not letting me drag it anymore like it normally would. It is made by her. I see something else that's spoiled there. Oh, Caprese. Yeah, I had a few things I missed in her inventory. She wants to do a surrealistic painting, so we'll do a medium one. She has to do 2 more excellent paintings to get to the next tier of the painter extraordinaire aspiration, which I just switched her over, and I did breed the frogs a few times overnight in all of their inventories. They're a little bit out of sync, so I'm not sure if I can't even do it right now, so that's fine. So, but what I'm going to do to bring their money up a little bit is I'm going to do my usual trick of taking 2 out of her inventory and selling the rest, just so that I don't have to like dump them all in. And that was 4,000 simoleons, so we are now back up to over 20,000 simoleons, which is good. And we don't really need these paintings she found, but maybe we'll put one of these. Maybe we'll put some of these out on display. The snow globes. Oh, that's a Reaper one. That's not actually the nicest to have. Oh, we are having a welcome wagon, so let's sell that one too. And let me put the book out, because I don't know that we have any Toddlers books, so I had brought those with us. I did not buy a toddler bookcase, and I think that's the ones that come with them. Oops, don't want to sell those. So, what is this? Starter? I don't remember buying starter. Maybe she found those when she was searching. Sometimes the boxes don't just have. So we're going to invite our neighbors in. Stop painting for now. Let's go invite our neighbors in. We don't want to have a negative after we went out and met them all yesterday. We want to make sure that we are friendly with them. Oh, do we know Selim? No, we don't. Let's do a cheerful introduction to him. And the maid did come. I was wondering if the maid was going to come. And I think I'm going to hire... He's a bookworm, creative, and lazy. I'm going to hire a gardening service to help look after our garden. Now that we have it made, even though she needs to work on her gardening skills, she will be able to do that on the weekend. And... oh, they're hugging each other. And the other thing, while I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I ever got the frugal trait, and now that we actually have to pay bills based on our value versus on rent, that is a good one to have, and I do not have it. I didn't think I would have had it. Oops, okay. Being a little bit romantic there. Let me just quickly check on Al. He needs a bath. And we're going to hire one more service. We're going to hire a nanny to come over so that the nanny is here when we wake up. Hopefully it will be the same nanny. It won't matter that we've moved locations. Okay. Hire the nanny, because then the nanny can help give Al a bath for us if we need to. They're just like all over. They're hugging, and we can ask about food, I suppose. I guess we could put some food out. Really need to clean mine out of my... I have obviously too much. So let me go in here and open. I wonder whether they'll say thank you for the food. Oh, he's just coming and eating the food from the fridge. Okay, that's okay. I was about to put some out. I guess I don't need to, because they're just going to come. Maybe my asking about the food. And that's the dog shaking. Scratching himself probably. And there is our gardener. We're not actually very good friends with Baco, so let's... or with his wife, so we probably should try and talk to them a little bit to become friends with them a little bit better. And there is our nanny. It's funny because the female nannies, don't they wear different clothes than that? They wear like that colorful vest. Has that gone bad, that food? Okay. So we're friends with Selim. Don't really want to talk to him. Nothing is coming up that I really want to say. Glad we had a chance to chat. Let's try and get to know the Jangs, because we are actually friends, and he's making food for us. Now, one thing I tend not to put... oops, we can't really do anything. Can we talk a little bit more? Now we're getting some options. Sometimes when I click on them, I notice that for some reason, Anaya... whenever I play with her in the game, she starts the game really slim and then she gains weight. I don't really understand why Sims that you're not playing just randomly gain weight. It doesn't actually make a lot of sense to me. It's not like she's pregnant or anything like that. Though she could be, because I have MC command in my game, so that could happen. So let's just try and become friends with her. And let's minimize that and get it out of our way. Discuss interests and tell an engaging story. So the maid, either the maid or no, that's not the maid. The maid is blonde. The gardener is done, which makes sense. We don't have that many plants. But I figured we may as well have someone come and help look after the plants, since we already have to look after them on the weekend. But, you know, now that we're actually kind of have met the main goal. Oh, the gardener has to go to the bathroom. We probably can age up the kids at any point. But we'll keep them toddlers a little bit longer. And how are you doing, Vicki? You're playing, you went potty by yourself, and you're a little bit hungry. Has the nanny's made some food, so why don't you grab a serving over there, because you're probably hungry. And why don't you can try and share the love with Salim. Get to know some more people. Share the love. Anaya is romantic. Well, maybe that's why they were being really romantic with each other. And, of course, our little Vicki won't be able to sit at the table because we've had 2 other Sims sit down and use those chairs that are really there for the toddlers to sit on. So she'll go sit. Where is she going to sit? Why don't you go ask? Well, you can just watch the TV. You can come watch TV. Sweetie pie. And Al, what are you doing? You're going potty. Good. And he has that moodlet because they waking up near a nightlight. I don't know whether they get that from the base game one or if that's only something that comes with the lamp that came with Parenthood. But I'm kind of thinking this has probably gone on long enough. We've met our neighbors by going out and meeting them, and then now they've come for the meet and greet. But I think we will probably try and have a toddler play date in the next part because it will take too long, and this part will be way too long if we do it in this part. But they have their new place. It's their first evening. They spent their first evening and part of a day in their new penthouse, and no nightmares. Oh, look at him. He's such a cutie pie. Maybe I need to put a chair over here. If we're going to have all these people coming over, we already have 6 seats. You'd think there'd be lots of room for people to sit, but it might be good to have another chair on that side. But we're not going to have the neighbors coming over all the time. The welcome wagon's not going to happen all the time. So I think that's it for this part. We got to meet the neighbors. We didn't get to do the play date. We'll have to do that in the next part. Thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much!